It's an army!
Then we'll just have to get an army of our own.
What is this place?
You have a long history with this franchise. Why did you wait till now to assume the director's role?
Well, I gotta say, for this particular one, I didn't just want to make another one. The story had to be great. It had to be a story that continues Poe's adventure and have a lesson for him to learn and be as epic and as great as the previous three. So I think that's why this one took so long.
See, what we like to do is run it all the way through a couple times and then break it down line by line. I'm not going to be the dragon warrior anymore?
You will advance to spiritual leader.
Tell me this, what does Poe know about being a spiritual leader? He's getting a promotion here, if you will.
Doesn't know anything. He doesn't want that job. He wants to be fighting.
I don't want to seem ungrateful, but I don't know anything about passing on wisdom or inspiring hope.
And that has to do with our theme, is Poe doesn't want to move on. He's comfortable where he is. And we thought that could be relatable to not just for kids, but also with adults. If we have to go from one job to the next, there's a lot of anxiety with that or moving locations. And so we thought that it was something really relatable. And Poe learns, and I hope our audience kind of gets a piece of this too, that when you move on or when change happens, you're not leaving anything behind. You're still the same person, but maybe becoming something possibly even better.
Master Shifu, I finally found something I'm good at, and now you want to just take it away from me?
No one is taking anything away, Poe. Who you are will always be a part of what you become.
I love that storyline. Tell me, how is it striking a balance for something that's going to reach and touch my child, but also touch me as we sit there together to watch it in the theater?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's one of my favorite things about working on these films. I love it when we show a film and a dad is laughing and he looks at his 8-year-old daughter and she's laughing at the same joke. It's almost like a magic trick. I'm like, oh, we did it. And yeah, I think this film kind of does it the best. I think everyone can enjoy this and get something out of it.
Lee, would you please show a little backbone?
I'm sorry, but bravery was never really my specialty.
You don't have to be brave. You just have to act brave.
Where did you first fall in love with animation? You've done a lot of things in television and film. When did you first fall in love with this?
I just love, if you even see any of my live action films, they're almost like human cartoons anyway. So I just love humor. I love family films. Those are always my favorite films, are family films. And so I've always just had a love for animation. Who doesn't love animation, by the way? I don't think I've met anyone that's like, that's not for me. It's, again, they're films for everyone. It doesn't matter who your age is.
Last question for you real quick.
Yes.
Where is your own personal valley of peace? Where is it at?
My own personal valley of peace is at home with my family. I got 2 kids. I got a 17 and 19-year-old boys. And I'm very happy that they attended the premiere with their dad and they weren't embarrassed to be with me. And they told me that they loved the film afterwards. So I was so happy. Those are the 2 that I want to impress. It's impossible for me to be a cool guy in front of those guys. So for once, for at least for 88 minutes, I was a cool guy. I think I'm back to being the nerdy dad, but that's my valley of peace.